Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is JupiterJames, where I awaken the astrologer within you. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a people that were better able to look up at the stars and know exactly what the universe wanted from us. So it is with that knowledge that we can take that knowledge and get to our dreams further and faster. And so I'm just here behind this camera to remind you of the innate gifts that you have to read the stars. And so if that sounds good to you, let's get into it, okay? So today we're gonna get into Mars in the first house. Mars in the first house is gonna give me someone who is very self-motivated and very combative. But before we unlock those secrets, before we unpack and reveal all that truth within that aspect, let's go ahead and separate the aspects. That way, when we see these aspects play out in real life, we're better able to recognize them where they may lie, you know, like where we see them in our friends or on television or how they play out in the world. We're better able to go, okay, that's giving me Mars energy. All right, that's giving me first house energy, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So whenever I see Mars in a birth chart of a person, it indicates for me the action, the will, the passion of the person. It shows me where this person is putting their life force energy and their energy during their day. What is their souls putting their life's energy, their life's work into, as far as like what tires them out at night? What is this person always going after or thinking about or willing to fight for, you know? So yeah, that's Mars. Mars is also the planet of its willpower, action, combativeness, passion, and just your drive, your motivation of the person. And it's also going to show me where, whenever Mars in the birth chart is seated and pointing at, it's going to show me where, when that person gives drive or motivation or action towards that thing that Mars is sitting in, it's going to show me where this person kind of best utilizes their energy. Where is their energy and their fight and their effort best utilized? So with the first house is the house of your ascendant. It's the house of your appearance. It's the house of how people see you. It's the house of your body. It is also the house of your action and how you show up in the world. It's also ruled by Aries, which is then ruled by Mars. No matter what your sign may be in your first house, because depending on your rising sign, that's always going to be different, okay? That's always going to be different depending on the rising sign. But the default out of the packaging original ruler of the first house is going to be it's going to be Aries and Mars, okay? So always remember that. Now, what happens when we take Mars, the planet of action and motivation and drive, and we throw it into the first house of your body and your appearance? Well, we get someone that is very self-motivated, very self-reliant. They could be someone that is very combative and doesn't shy away from conflict. This could be a very athletic person. This could be someone that shows up and has a very strong, domineering presence, as far as like people don't want to trifle with you, and if they do start it, you're gonna finish it. You know, you're not gonna shy away from any type of battles you're not going to shy away from conflict. You actually like conflict, I feel like. When Mars is at home, because Mars comes home when it's in the first house, because remember, Aries rules this house. So Mars feels good in this house. It's like you are someone that doesn't need coffee to get things done, or you don't need motivation to get things done. You have it already in you. Whatever you feel like you want to go after or that you want to do, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna get up and you're gonna do it. You're not gonna think too much or sit on your loins and just be like, okay, well, tomorrow I'll do it. You know, when the sun is right, I'll do it. No, you're gonna do it. Like you probably get up at 6 a.m., you go to the gym, and you probably are someone that can really benefit from athleticism and being athletic, because you get that extra energy and that extra like out. Like I'd say that you're a naturally just like, I don't want to say angry, but you could be a naturally aggressive person without trying. And to get some of that aggression out, you go to the gym to get that energy out. And then that way, when you go out into the world, you're not so, that raw Martian energy isn't so potent, you know, because yeah, that's gonna be Mars in the first house. No matter if you are a man or a woman, you are going to be someone that comes off very strong and athletic. Like you don't really need anyone, and you're going to come off very confident as well. You are also going to be, like I said, someone that people are not going to want to fool with or like trifle with, because they can tell that if you bring it to your front door, you're gonna squash it, you know? And this is a really cool placement because people probably rely on you to get things done or to motivate them. You know, people sometimes want to be around you because you have so much energy, and you probably motivate them to get things done. You are probably someone that does not like laziness because you are not lazy. And like when you see that in people, or people have that trait, you probably want to be there to be like, look, like, we ain't got time to sit here and cry. We gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. Like, let's go, let's do this, let's get it. You have a lot of fire energy when Mars comes home to the first house. So remember that. And with a lot of fire in your first house, that means that you're gonna hurt a lot of feelings. You're gonna rub people the wrong way very often. You know, you're going to be someone that like kind of like, ow, like that hurts. Even though you're just going on about your day. You're like, what? I just wanted to go get a sandwich and I'm hurting your feelings? Like, how did I hurt your feelings on the way to get my sandwich? And it's gonna be like, well, because you didn't consider if I wanted a sandwich as either. You didn't consider what I wanted to eat, you know? But you're not gonna be like that. You're just gonna be like, what you want to go after, you are going to cut down whatever's in your way. Like, there are no obstacles, there is no laziness, there is none of that. And like I said, whether you're a man or a woman, you're gonna come off very strong, very warrior-like, very athletic, you could have a strong athletic body as well, very athletically built, or just naturally muscular. You could be very naturally muscular in this house. So yeah, you could also be a very passionate person. And yeah, I feel like that's Mars in the first house. So if you have Mars in the first house, is this ringing true for you? Write down in the comments below if this is ringing true for you. While you're doing that, also tell me what sign is your Mars in the first house, because then that will also help me zoom in and let you know what exactly you could expect from that aspect or that placement. And some placements could have special traits to it. So just let me know what your sign in Mars in the first house is. Are you a Mars in the first house Pisces? Are you a Mars in the first house Leo? Are you a Mars in the first house Gemini? Like, let me know what that is. I really am curious. But yeah, that was my video. I really hope that helped you. Now, remember, Mars in the first house, your energy is best utilized when you are thinking about yourself, okay? When you are thinking about yourself and putting yourself first, things go well for you, things go right for you. Now, the alternative to that, the double-edged sword to that, is that even though you are self-motivated and things will go correctly when you consider yourself first and put yourself first, you are going to get a lot of flack for that. People are going to consider you and see you as selfish, but that is just the hand you've been given in this life. Try to see if there is a way to include people in your visions and in what you want to do, to go after what you want, because you're gonna do it anyway. But it is what it is, you know, and this is the gift that you've been given, and with every gift comes a little, you know, downside. So yeah, that was my video. I'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Y'all have a good one. Bye.